999, 1,000. Oh, hey there. Didn't see you. I don't know if you heard me counting or not, but I just did 1,000 reps on the bench. It's pretty exciting. In fact, the only thing more exciting is the fact that this is a sponsored video from my friends at iHerb and California Gold Nutrition Sport, who have been nice enough to sponsor this video and a few of my other videos in the past. So they sent me a couple of their products. I'm going to go ahead and show you each one briefly, as well as show you probably the quickest and easiest protein bar recipe there is on YouTube. So first thing is this Mct oil. You guys are probably familiar with this if you have any friends that are on the ketogenic diet. This is really popular in something called bulletproof coffee. So like for instance, you take 1 to 2 tablespoons of this, 1 to 2 tablespoons of grass-fed butter, put it in your cup of coffee, and you're good to go in the morning. You could also put it in a smoothie, or depending on what other foods you make in the morning, you could add this in. And there is actually some research behind it that shows that people who take this in the morning are actually more likely to eat less throughout the course of the day. So if you're dieting, that might be a benefit to you. They also sent me some L-Tyrosine and some Acetyl-L-Carnitine, or Alcar for short. These are really cognitive function type things, so taking these pre-workout really helps you get that mental clarity or focus, or in some cases they actually help with depression, which if you have a tough set of squats or leg day on the agenda, this might be a good thing to take pre-workout 30 to 60 minutes beforehand. Going on, they sent me this protein bar as well, and you guys know me. I do like protein bars, and I do like things that taste like candy bars, which this does. This tastes great, but you don't really have the necessarily negative connotations that come with some of the macros, because the macros on this are pretty good. It's like 15 grams of protein, 29 grams of carbs, and not that much fat. And these things are quick, easy, delicious, 250 macronutrient-packed calories in this bar. And I like to typically eat these all throughout the day because, again, they are so delicious. But if I have to, I'll usually eat it as a pre-workout because it's not very heavy and it tastes pretty good, and I can still go in and get some training in. But like I said, these don't last very long around me, and I'm lucky enough that they also sent me some of their whey protein isolate because I can make my own protein bars, which I'll get to in just a second. But the good thing about isolate is if you have some stomach issues or issues with dairy in general, this stuff digests really easy. It also has really good macros. Per serving, you're looking at like 27 grams of protein, less than 1 gram of carbs, and no grams of fat. So I usually use protein, again, depending on how my day is going. If I train at a weird time where I'm not going to have a meal in the next hour or so after, I'll usually take a scoop or two of protein after I train. But in most cases, I just take it before I go to bed as a way to make sure I'm hitting my protein numbers. Or you can do what I did with this particular version, and that is make some protein bars because I ate all the other ones. So let's get to that recipe. All right, so only 4 ingredients in this recipe. We have protein, 3 servings, 2 cups of oats, 5 tablespoons of peanut butter, and a half a cup or more of just some almond milk. You can use water if you want, and you might want to add more of this as you go, depending on the consistency that you get with the different ingredients you use. You literally just throw everything into a bowl and mix it up. I'm also choosing to add in some of these mini M&Ms that I have left over from Easter, and you can add in other sorts of candy, chocolate chips, honey, pieces of fruit, whatever you want to really change the bars up and make them your own. From there, just get a non-stick pan and put your mixture in, and you want to just pat it down to make it consistently even across. You can then throw it in the refrigerator or freezer, depending on how long it's going to take to dry out. The freezer does work quicker, but once you get a more consistent finish, you can take it out and chop it up and then just plate it. So I decided to make 4 bars out of this particular recipe, and the macros on this are really good, as I mentioned. So per bar, 30 grams of protein, 32 grams of carbs, and 13.5 grams of fat. Again, the nice thing is with this recipe is you can really alter it depending on what you want. So different flavors of protein, different additives. If you wanted to, M&Ms, chocolate chips, honey, bananas, whatever the case may be, can end up being pretty good. And chances are you already have all the ingredients at home. So there you go, 4 simple ingredients, and you can get creative with some of the other things you add in, whether it be candy, fruit, flavoring, and you can really make any kind of protein bar that you want at home in those very easy to follow steps. Speaking of that, I also want to mention the fact that all these California Gold Nutrition Sports supplements they sent me today are free of soy, gluten, and GMO. So if that's of interest to you, definitely check them out. iHerb carries over 30 different products from this company, as well as a ton of other stuff. And the nice thing about iHerb, as I've mentioned them previously in videos, is they offer service to 160 different countries and customer service in over 10 different languages. So no matter what product you want or what questions you have, chances are they can get it to you and answer your question in your own native language. So that's pretty cool. If you want to find out more information about them, I'll put that and all the product information in the description box below. But in the meantime, as always, thanks for watching and stay big.